Well, good morning to you. It's a Wednesday. Boy, this week is moving along. It's a beautiful day. If you haven't been outside, make sure you do so sometime today. Make sure you mask up. Get outside. It's beautiful out there. The weather's supposed to be perfect. It's a great day for Up to the Minute, and we've got a special promotion. And we're also going to talk with some folks from our digital gaming and simulation department here at HCC. That's coming up as well. But first, Britney Pacheco, she's joining us on Wednesdays and Thursdays, and she's here this morning. Good morning to you, Britney.
Hey, good morning, Todd, and good morning to everyone else joining us for this morning's Up to the Minute. We very much appreciate you being here. Before we do get into today's show, I do want to remind everyone to go ahead, take the opportunity to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn, as well as subscribing to our YouTube channel, where you can check out all the videos from HCCTV, the topic Up to the Minute, of course, and many, many other shows that we produce. Yes, even during this quarantine time, working from home, they're still doing a great job with producing all these shows. Now, also from our audience, we do need your help specifically. We need your help to share this podcast. That way we can not only grow our audience, but just more importantly, share this information to everyone who might be on the fence about going back to school. You know, they're not sure what to do at this time, but HCC is a great option. Obviously, we've got a lot of great opportunities for our students as well as prospective students. So once again, to our audience, be sure to share this podcast to your personal newsfeed. And Todd, let's get into today's show.
All right, Brittany. So I want to remind you when we get to you in a little while, remind me to talk about the accident happened with one of the dogs this morning, because I posted something on Facebook. A dog decided to lay on one of the tables here, and it was a disaster this morning. So we'll talk about that later in the show. When we get to your segment on that. So stick around, Brittany. If you see any comments, any questions for our guests, make sure you relay them to us. All right, so we've got three special guests today. Two of them are from our digital gaming and simulation department. Christopher Khuong, he is the program coordinator, and also Clement Kirton. You're one of our students. We welcome both of you to the show this morning. Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Glad to be here.
All right, so we're going to talk about digital gaming. And Clement, you've got a game that you worked on, and we'll talk more about that in a few minutes. So you're interested in gaming. Maybe you're a gamer. You're a gaming student. Stick around. We've got a great show lined up for you. But February is a special month, and HCC's got a big promotion because we're going red. Our Chief Human Resources Officer, Janet May, is here with us to talk about a project that's near and dear to your heart, Go Red for Women, which kicks off literally at the beginning of next week. Janet, good morning to you.
Good morning, Todd. It's so great to be back. Brittany, it's great to see you. Nathan, phenomenal. This is kind of cool with the virtual gaming. I have to give a huge shout out to Clement and Christopher, because I'm kind of thinking now, I'm like, how can we do the virtual gaming with a virtual walk as we go through?
Yeah, it could happen, but it's going to be a good show.
Definitely. And yes, as you said, February is Heart Health Month, and it is Go Red. It is the National Go Red Day, which is actually the first Friday of February each year. So February 5th is Go Red, and it's we're going to ask everybody to sign up for a virtual walk. I'm going to move my camera just a little bit so you can see my shirt, because I'm kind of short. Okay, so the camera didn't work through.
I'm actually signing up for one of those shirts, because
yes.
I'm gonna run that day, and I'll hashtag it and post it for you guys.
Definitely. So if you sign up for our virtual walk for the Go Red for Women Day, you will get "And the Beat Goes On" shirt. And we kind of did this. We're working in conjunction, the Women in Leadership program, also along with our Student Life organization and Rec Sports. So this has been a phenomenal group that we've been working with to get this whole initiative going for Heart Health Month.
And we've done this with you before, particularly last year, because HCC's played a big role in this. And I know some videos for you in the past.
Absolutely, yes. I love the video is actually out on the site where you register, and I'm going to let everybody know that once we get through the program on our social media feed, you'll have the link to sign up for the walk as we go through on that end. It really was. We did a lot of videos. We had everybody wearing red. We had everybody doing the hashtag as we were going through. So for this year, just a reminder, we're doing the virtual walk. And what we're asking everyone to do is just take 30 minutes to go walk, wear red. If you are into pictures and social media, please do so, and do the hashtag of HCC Go Red, the number 4 women. And we'll
HCC Go Red for Women is the hashtag. Running is accepted as well. You could walk or run.
You know, it was really funny. We did the coffee break yesterday. So you guys know we do the virtual coffee break.
Yep.
And I had the team on. I have to do a huge shout out to Dominique Brown, to Roy Byers, and also for Anita Reynolds, who have really been helping with this whole entire event. And I said, everybody, look, we call it a virtual walk, but if you want to run, so be it. And all of us at the same time said, we're not runners. So I thought about you, Todd. Well, and I know that Todd is a runner and that you do Ironman competitions. So I'm like, Todd will run.
I'll run.
You will run. And just so you know, you won't be alone, because there's a couple of people who actually put in our comments that they're going to run. I also told everybody, if you don't want to walk, or if you want to do your walk and do a little dance with it, we'll take that also as we're going through. We just want everybody to get up and be active and be in support of National Go Red Day.
It's a great month. It's a great promotion. And we do have a number of runners here besides myself at HCC. I know you know Dr. Amy Tan.
Yes.
She runs more than any of us combined. She runs literally like 70 miles a week, literally. It's crazy, but she's been doing that since the lockdown. So we have a lot of folks who will be supporting the program. Once again, this is a virtual event, so you can sign up, take part in it virtually, but we want to just promote Heart Healthy Month and being active as well.
Absolutely. And you know what's the best part about doing the virtual walk is you can get your family involved.
Yeah.
So, you know, or your dogs, if you're me, on that end. So, you know, do the hashtags. We'd love to see a couple of pictures of the dogs as we're going through out on social media, Todd, and also Brittany, on that end. And so we can do that as you go through. So it's a great way to get your family involved. You know, take your children with you,
Right.
Go out, just do a walk. You know, if you really want to make it special, go to a place you haven't walked around before. Make sure you mask up because we're in public. But, you know, you could go down to the bayou to walk. You could go to a park. You could do it around your neighborhood as you go through. If you're me, you typically have your earbuds in. And I get weird looks because I'm singing as I'm doing my walk, and I forget that there's other people around.
Well, most of them are wearing earbuds too, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, but then you get the couple of people that aren't, and then you realize this is the reason why you don't sing for a living.
Well, you know, we're not all musicians. That's just the way things go. You have some partners on this walk you briefly mentioned, but we really got to give a shout out to Student Life and Rec Sports. Those teams have been phenomenal during the shutdown because they've really reached out to keep our students engaged with these virtual classes and virtual events that they have to keep everybody fit and engaged.
They really, really have. And this was our first time to be able to do a cross collaborative event with them. And it's been great. I do want to tell everybody we have a limited number of shirts, and we actually reordered because we have over 360 people who have already signed up for the virtual walk. That's great. And it is, and Dominique Brown is the one who is sending the shirts out. So you will get your shirt mailed to the address that you give us. That's the only thing we're going to be using the address for. I'm not storing it anywhere. You're not going to get anything else. You're just going to get your HCC shirt as you go through. So that's been a great thing that we've been able to do. So we did a reorder. So we have a little bit more than 200 shirts available for everybody. And I do actually have the login logo, which is hcc.presence.io, and it's for the Go Red. So you just click in there, you sign up, you put in your information, whether you're faculty, staff, or students. We really want our students out there too with us as we go through, and then you'll get your shirt that is sent to you.
Once again, the hashtag and also the link to sign up for the event, we'll put them in the social media post for the show. Janet, you know, we're now going through 10 months and we're coming up really quickly on a year of this lockdown that we've been in. A message, you know, you're the Chief Human Resources Officer. Do you have a message for our employees? Because many of us have been working at home, and it's been challenging for a lot of people at HCC to get through these times.
It really, really has. And, you know, I have to say it's the virtual events sometimes I think that get us through, like doing up to the minute and the coffee breaks. I want to let everybody know they're not alone. So first off, if you ever need anything, you can reach out to us. You can reach out to me. My email address is janet.may with the number 2 at hccs.edu. You can reach me via Teams, on Jabber, things of that nature, or any of my team members. But the biggest thing is reach out. If you need something, please reach out to us. You are not alone. The other thing is, you know, we really went into this all about being compassionate, be kind, be caring, but most of all, be flexible. Yeah. And I want to remind everybody that still stands true today. We still have kiddos that are home doing virtual schooling. We still have our significant others, spouses that are sometimes with us that still haven't learned what it means to have an indoor voice as they're doing their Zoom meetings. As we go through, we've got our four-legged little furry friends that are there, things of that nature. So we just need to all work together and just remember, things happen. We just need to be flexible and work with one another as we go through. I've been so proud of HCC for all the outreach we've done to our students, for our faculty and staff, our students for being so resilient during this time. And we know it's really hard to make that shift because we all had to do it also.
That's absolutely right. You never can thank the staff and faculty enough, particularly our faculty for, transforming back in March of last year when you had to go online within a matter of a few weeks. They really knocked it out of the park to make sure they were delivering that education to our students and continue to do so today.
Definitely. I also, Todd, want to do a little challenge to Clement and Christopher. I know you guys do virtual gaming. You never knew what was going to happen. You were here. We encourage you to sign up and do the virtual walk with us. And maybe you can do something with virtual reality with it. I know you guys are really great with that.
Absolutely.
I put you on the spot, didn't I, guys?
We'll get them involved as well. Janet, we appreciate you joining us here on the show. I know you're very busy and you're jumping from meeting to meeting. We look forward to seeing you on your coffee talks, and we look forward to hopefully seeing you in person one day.
Definitely. I know we kind of keep up with each other on social media and through the coffee talks and everything else. So I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. Just a reminder, make sure when you're out, please mask up, wash your hands, stay safe as we go through. And we do look forward to the day that we can all see each other face to face. But until then, if you need something, make sure you reach out to us, sign up for our virtual walk. We want to see you next Friday, February 5th for the National Go Red Day.
Thank you, Janet. We'll see you again.
Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.
All right, we're going to move on to Chris and Clement as we feature the gaming industry in our 2021 special programming series. It makes sense that we include digital gaming program here at HCC. It's a very popular program, and we're bringing you one of our students today, Clement, along with his program coordinator, Chris Khuong, to discuss one of the most famous programs here at HCC. Chris, let's start with you talking about a bit about VR, which is playing a huge part in our world today. And we've also got a great program here at HCC that will teach you how to at least get started in VR.
Great. My name's Chris, and I teach digital gaming and simulation at Houston Community College. We do cover a variety of topics, and we do teach students how to design and create games, from mobile games to augmented to virtual reality, actually. And recently, since virtual reality has been more of a hot topic. We have been diving more and more into immersive gaming for a lot of our students, as well as a lot of people who are interested in VR. And so we've been doing a lot of exciting projects that really deal with real life scenarios, and people are really engaged in playing the games that we get to develop for them.
VR was such a big deal. I'm sure you're familiar with CES, the big industry event that happens in Las Vegas. It just happened last week, and they did it virtually this year for the first time because they couldn't have 120,000 people gather in a convention center in Vegas. But VR was on the top of the list, and they were showing some devices that were two handheld devices, along with the screen you put over the glasses that you put over your face, and that seems like it'd be an industry standard from everyone from people who are creating tractors to showing you how to drive a vehicle. And I know we use something like that with our truck driving program as well.
Absolutely. Virtual reality has been a pretty exciting experience ever since the Oculus DK1, but we've been pushing for VR development for a very long time now, and it's gotten so consumer friendly that almost anyone can jump into it and go from learning how to pilot a plane, or even if you wanted to be part of a space simulation and fly your own spaceship. So absolutely.
So Chris, you've got, tell us about a puzzle project you have going on, and we're going to bring Clement into the conversation.
Sure, we'll do. We have a class at Digital Gaming called Project Development, and the students are tasked with a with a set of requirements saying things like, well, this game for this semester must be, let's say, augmented or virtual reality inclusive. So the students will get to design a game. They get to pitch that game to the professor as if it were a real life experience, an experiment. And should the professor approve, the students will go through the full industry experience of working on a game. And the students will create that game according to their pitch document and design. And so this semester, or last semester, they ended up developing a virtual reality game where it's a science lab, and you go through the lab trying to essentially leave. It's kind of like a big escape room, if you will.
Right.
And solving puzzles, dealing with some very popular mechanics. And so Clement here is one of our artists and art lead for the project. He is our 3D modeler and technical artist for the project.
Clement, so let's talk about your role in this project. So let's take it from a basic standpoint. Like if you've got a kid in high school right now and they love gaming and they want to get into gaming, was that something that you've always been a gamer or more of an artist or both?
I was, for the most part, I was interested in gaming since I was young with the very early consoles. And I also had an interest in art as well. And when I started looking into what kind of career I can make with either one of these two, I saw that, all the games need artists as well. Right. So I started heading in the direction of actually looking into how I would be able to get into that side of the gaming industry. So if from high school on, I looked where there would be opportunities to develop the skills towards that goal.
Can you show us some of the work that you've done? Maybe share your screen and show us some of the stills or shots that you have.
Sure. We took a video because it's a bit hard to do VR in live. So we have a video that Chris will share. It's about a minute, just one of the very early levels in the project we did.
So Clement, let me ask you while we're looking at this, did you know, I guess, obviously a lot of work goes into scenes like this. When you first went into this, did you know how much work went into it? And just for the audience, how much time would you put together for putting the art together for a scene like this?
So I definitely didn't necessarily realize that it's that much work went into all of this. And it's a lot of work, but very rewarding work, seeing your art and the work you do actually come to life in a game like this, where it's all in virtual reality and everything is around you. And so for this project, we had 7 artists working on it. Wow. And some of them were more 2D concept artists, some of them were 3D artists, some of them worked on the UI. So it's different fields in the artistries. But so with this, we worked on it for the entire semester, which included as well the pitch ideas, thinking of the idea and everything. So right, it's definitely a lot of time and work, but it's definitely very rewarding in the sense of you actually can see your artwork come to life and work in a scene with VR.
How is it working remotely with your teammates now that we're in a time of COVID? And you obviously had to do a lot of this work, I imagine, working in Zoom rooms or on different platforms.
Right. So when we started the project, we were first in person, and then with everything happening, we ended up going to online or hybrid classes. And luckily, since with our course, a lot of things is digital and it's not in person necessarily, And since a lot of the students are enthusiasts in this space, some of us actually had the VR headsets and equipment to be able to work from home.
Right.
So we transitioned then going to just working online and being able to upload and send each other the files, and then having one of the leads, which is either me or we had a programming lead as well as a design lead.
Right.
One of us would then take those assets that the students made and implement it into the main project file, which everyone at that can contribute to, but in order to just make it a bit more easier, only the leads would end up incorporating them into the project.
We're going to go ahead and stop sharing the screen now if we can, Chris. And real quickly, Chris, for folks wanting to play this game, they can actually do that. Where can they go to play the game? We'll put I know we're going to put a link, but it's available online for them, right?
Yes. If you're interested in playing a VR game, anyone can hop on to our website at itch.io and go ahead and download the game. You will need a virtual reality headset, though, whether it's the HTC Vive or Windows Mixed Reality or the Oculus Quest, and all three should work with the game.
Chris Khuong and Clement Kirton, student and program coordinator for the Digital Gaming and Simulation program. Thanks for joining us here on the show. Folks, if you're interested in digital gaming and simulation, get started at HCC. We'll put the link in the social media post for the show. Thanks for being here, guys.
Anytime. Thanks for having us.
All right, we're going to move on to Britney, of course, with our HCC News and Announcements. So Britney, last night I was around the house and I was walking to the bedroom. We're getting ready to go to bed. It was around 9 o'clock. And I walked by the sofa, and I'm going to share my screen because I'm going to show you what exactly I saw. So if we can do that, I'll share my screen.
Why do I feel like this is going to be something incredibly disastrous?
All right, so here you go. This is what I saw. The dog sitting on a table. This was new. He's just sitting on a table. And of course you can see there's a blanket that he's on. And then I took a picture of him. He had to look at me like, what am I doing? This dog sitting on a table. So that happened. And this morning, well, the table is polished and there's a runner on the table and a blanket. So when, that's a recipe for disaster because it's going to slide all over the place. And that's exactly what happened this morning. I heard a crash, the dog's on the ground, embarrassed. And so that's the end of the table sitting episode. That's all over with now.
I bet you won't do it again.
I don't think it's going to happen again. I knew it was going to be a disaster. I just took the picture. I'm like, you really don't need to be doing that. And he decided that was going to be his new place to lay. So that's what happens when you've got dogs in a pandemic that just don't know what to do. All right. So we got HCC News and Announcement. We got a few things going on. Calendar Balancing Act, Just Say No. That's happening Thursday, January 28th, which is tomorrow.
Yes. So does your calendar of meetings, classes, work schedules, study groups, etc. scare you? Yes, it does. Brandy Lerman, Coleman's own mental health and ADA counselor, is giving techniques for creating a useful calendar and teaching you how to say no to items that take away from your productive schedule. So Todd, I'm going to tell you right now, your meeting's at 11. No, I'm done. No more.
Okay. All right.
Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Kind of. So this is happening Thursday, January 28th. So that is tomorrow. It's happening from 1 to 2 p.m. You can go to our HCC events calendar to register for this Calendar Balancing Act at hccs.edu. Once again, you just go there. At the bottom, there's a button that says like academic calendar, but there's a tab for events. So just be sure to check that out.
All right, next thing, financial literacy during COVID. Learn how to utilize resources available for those affected by COVID-19. They're affecting your finances. Well, you can learn more about it. 11 a.m. to noon, Tuesday, February the 9th. So that's a week from this past Tuesday, or 2 weeks from this past Tuesday. That's coming up. So make sure you check the events calendar at hccs.edu. Registration's closing on our free IT training. This is a very important program, Brittany, because it's free tuition. There's limited slots, registration's closing. So if you want to register for this program, it's completely free. It's an 18-week course and there's guaranteed jobs for it. Do it now.
Yes, absolutely. So it's a Harris County grant that's providing a workforce training program to jumpstart IT careers. And the classes are beginning this Saturday, January 30th, and ends June 15th. It is only on Saturdays. And so also career counseling will be offered upon completion. HCC officials say IT salaries start at $55,000. That's incredible. I wish I had known that graduating from high school. That would have been incredible. However, as you said, yes, we're closing the registration soon because classes will begin this Saturday. For more information on this program and to register, be sure to go to hccs.edu/free-training. And we'll be sure to have that URL in the post after this show.
But wait, there's more. That's right. More free trainings available for HCC. In fact, we've got a number of programs that are paid for by grants. We've got hundreds of thousands of dollars to pay for programs that our students can sign up for. If you qualify, then HCC has training programs for you that are completely free to get you in and out quickly and into a high demand job. These certificates include everything from air conditioning to cybersecurity to welding. We've got one website for the whole thing. We're going to put that website in the social media post for this show. It's Fast Track Training. All right, Brittany, Eagle experience with student life and rec sports.
Yes, so Student Life and Rec Sports have developed a new website called the Eagle Experience to keep students updated on such events and information such as Eagle Points. You can win free HCC Student Life swag just by attending certain events hosted by the Office of Student Life. Now, keep in mind, this is obviously going to be virtual, okay? We're practicing social distancing, but that shouldn't prevent you from getting some HCC swag. Rec Sports is back with e-tournaments. That's a big thing here. Virtual fitness classes. Todd is a fan of twerk fitness, and upcoming career in sport.
Twerk out. #twerkout.
Same thing, tomato. Upcoming career in sports info session and a March Madness bracket challenge. Now, that's something my colleagues are probably also going to be in on because they're just a bunch of sports nuts. If you're interested in any of this, check your emails for the link for these upcoming events this week. Also, we talked a little bit with Janet May about HCC Eagles Go Red. You can win a free t-shirt and walk to spread awareness about heart disease and strokes. Now, this is going on through February 2nd. Eagle Chats, it's a Q&A about bookstores, financial aid, technology, tutoring, and the library. Now, that's going to happen noon daily, hosted by Student Life. And if I'm not mistaken, Todd, they do have their own Facebook page, probably where all this live stuff is going to be going on.
Yeah, they have their own Facebook page. Hey, one thing to keep in mind, if you missed out on the spring 2021 semester, we've got year-round registration here at HCC. The second start semester, registration's underway. Classes begin February 16th. We've got a couple of online options. Flex Campus expected to return after spring break. More on that next month. And lab-based courses. The workforce courses are meeting now in person in very small classes. And the other ones, academic, things that translate online, are doing their labs online. For more information and to register right now, if you want financial aid, folks, you don't wait till the last minute. Register now. hccs.edu/now is your one-stop shop for all your registration needs. So tomorrow, Brittany, we've got a couple of special guests.
We do. So we're going to be joined by the virtual Black History Gala. Well, actually, I'm not going to be joined by it, but the event is next month. So we're going to be joined by its co-chair, Pharrell Prestage, joining us to give us all the scoop on this year's powerful theme, Knowledge is Power, how true that is. And this week's virtual Family Fun Day guest is a little different. We will talk to a Houston-based textile recycling service called Reuse, who will give us tips on teaching kids and families to recycle together by, quote, cleaning out their closets for a cause. Talk about an Eminem song that's been twisted to a better cause.
There you go. So tomorrow's going to be a great show. And Brittany, you'll be back tomorrow.
I will be back tomorrow. And everyone, once again, don't forget to follow us on social media. And we'll see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. for Up to the Minute.